All right, guys, what's up? Real quick, I want to shoot my dad's all his battery equipment set up for the small equipment, because we both been using a lot of battery small equipment. So my mom got me this Milwaukee hat, this Milwaukee jacket, and first of all, none of the Milwaukee equipment or any of the other brands of equipment in this video are sponsored, or like, you know, I pay full price. All the stuff my dad has and me had is pay full price for it. Like, it's no affiliation with them. They don't even know I'm making this video, because those are some questions that always come up. So there's no, you know, there's no bias really. It's just what I actually bought with my money. So anyway, my last video, I don't know if this video will be right after the one, but anyway, somewhere in my last couple videos, I showed the trailer that my dad and them were working on. And so wanted to show that to you guys. Yeah, as you can see, made a shelf here, made a very nice, like a walking aisle. So you still got more room for more stuff up here. Some other cases and speakers and stuff. So you got the keyboard right here, some other big speakers, some more, even some spare room in the back. Got some cords, you can put the door down. See, you made a little rack here. Got your soundboard and all that stuff in there. Your stack, I guess they call it. And then, you know, got a drum set taken down. That's cool. That's awesome. So good job, Dad, on building this. And so let's go check out my dad's battery equipment. We set it all out here so we could show it to you guys. So let's go through everything that you have. You want to start? Let's go start maybe with the biggest piece of equipment, and we'll go down to the smallest stuff if you want. You can do that. So you want to do it? You want to go?
Okay, power head. First of all, the YouTube is a great way to get to know about what's out there, obviously. And yeah, so it was really Tony's recommendation to get involved with Milwaukee. So we got involved with it. It's been very handy, very nice to be able to just pick something out of the truck, push the trigger, go.
I've had it since 2017. I've been using it, so you know, I'm 4 years in or whatever it is now.
I let the cat out of the bag. I'm a straight up conservative. So I mean, if this, you know, some people associate electric with the movement, the liberal movement, and all that. We just scratch that. I just want to know. I see green when I'm out there. I just want to what makes me the most money at the least amount of effort. And this electric stuff has gotten better. The brushless stuff is good. And I just want to. I really don't want to wrestle with starting things. My hands right now, I'm 54. I don't really want to wrestle starting up something. I just like pushing the trigger. I don't like mixing gas. I don't like all that. I don't like the noise. There's a lot of pluses to having this. And I don't like going to the gas pump. It hurts my feelings. So really, there's a lot of pluses having this. I'm doing it, and I'm not going back as long as they have this kind of equipment. The chainsaw I've used this year, just bought it. This right here, chainsaw. Very, very nice tool.
So why don't you can just take one thing out and show it, and you can set it off to the side, and we'll just start eliminating stuff. Okay, let's do that.
Good. All right, we'll start. How about we start with the drills? You want to do that?
That's fine.
The drills are great.
This is a brushless, you know, regular 18-volt brushless drill.
And we put this huge battery on here to show you that the batteries interchange with the stuff I use with my lawn equipment.
So you can use one of the big 12 amp hour batteries on here if you want to.
Or you can use...
It's huge though, but...
Right, or use one of these smaller batteries like this, which is really what I use. I use the smaller batteries for this.
2.0.
Yep, so there it is. Couple drills. This is an impact drill.
Your brushless impact, your brushless regular drill. You can buy these in a kit. Couple $100, pretty
amazing
nice.
Good. I take all the blades off and on with this drill right here. Not had a situation that couldn't take something off.
So he uses this for the mower blades, is what you're saying.
Yep. Very good stuff. Very good. So anyway, this is where I came from. I was using Rigid. I still like that product. So
he needed a couple more batteries, and so the other day when he was doing building something on his porch, and so he needed a couple of batteries for some other Rigid lights and stuff he has, and so this was on sale for holidays, so he just picked this up. So this is actually some new addition. It is a subcompact.
It was $99 for this drill and 2 batteries. These batteries are very good.
Yeah.
These 2 amp hour, for some reason, they're special. So there it is. That's out of the way. This was a kit that I got, 12 volt for $99 online. I was just on there shopping, got 2 of those.
I noticed them on HomeDepot.com and I sent it to you. He's probably probably trying to think, when it wasn't like a month ago. It was like, I don't know,
a few months back. So there it is. And Tony bought me these special batteries that go with it. Yeah,
let's mention these real quick. So these are the Vanon. So these are aftermarket batteries. I purchased these on eBay, 12 volt and between 30 and 40 bucks. I got 2 of them and they're 6 amp hours. So
they can go in place of these.
Yeah, so they go in place of the small ones. They do stick out a little bit more, but they're still very small and very light, and very good price for them, and had very good performance with them. You know?
I do like these little batteries though.
Little is good, yeah.
Because I can get in and around type things. So there it is. These are the 12 volt. I'm taking them off the bench. Okay, let me go ahead and get these.
He also has this too, which y'all know I have the same thing too, the Milwaukee ratchet, which I love.
Some of my
working on stuff.
Older rigid stuff, got that. Still like that.
What about this?
This has been very handy.
I use that every time I work on cars and whatnot. I have the same one. Actually, Mom got me this like a couple years ago for Christmas and got one for you as well.
I bought one years ago. Wasn't durable. The thing broke on the first couple jobs I had. This thing's been very, very durable. So it's a great tool. Then this thing lately has been one that I just bought it about a month ago. Even though you can see how much I've used it, it looks like it's 5 years old. This is my grinder.
So this is the fuel. This is a brushless 18 volt. Look, it even has like a little shock absorption handle and stuff.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
cool.
left this on there. A lot of times I take those off.
Yeah.
I like this on there. Really handy.
Now,
very useful.
Now, let's talk something else about these. So, you know, I have no affiliation stuff, so sometimes I use these aftermarket batteries. I have like 5 of the 9.0 ones, which y'all, I don't know if my setup's before or after this, so y'all would have seen them in my setup, and I've had excellent luck with them. I have no issues with them at all. And I know my dad, he was just saying that these 6.0 ones have not lasted him very long time.
They don't seem to behave
on the
real
outdoor
good.
Power equipment. But what about like on this or on a drill or something?
They're good for that. They're real good.
And you can get them for a very reasonable price as well. So the aftermarket ones, maybe stick with like the 9 amp hour ones, because I've had those and had very good luck with them. And those are different brand. I have the Gilet brand, which seems to be a very good brand of aftermarket ones. So, and it's hard because when you buy them on eBay, it doesn't even tell you like really what brand they're gonna be or whatever. So
now I've spent a lot of hours with these now. If money is not an issue, this Milwaukee battery is a better product. No question about it. They are awesome.
Yeah.
They're awesome. I'll be honest with you. They're good.
Yeah, I mean, the best battery, like we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, the genuine Milwaukee batteries, you know, it is a tax write-off. So maybe, like Dad's saying, consider getting those. I just have a bunch of both.
Yeah.
And
if you're a landscaper out there or any type of handyman, I don't know how you live without this tool. And I had the old rigid reciprocating saw. I'll never use it again. I'll give it to somebody if they want it. They pay for shipping, because I'm using this thing. It fits in your hand. The way it bounces
design is nice.
In your hand, it's just a really good tool. Not going back from it.
But y'all know I have this same one. I actually have the fuel one. Which actually doesn't even have this hump right here. It's just like straight right there.
That's real good.
But, you know, same idea, which I love mine as well. Especially, I use it for crepe myrtles. You can also use it just for limbs that you're picking up on the yards and trimming.
Right. And here's a tool this year that I've always been into cutting trees. It's probably number 2 thing I do besides yard care is I go right to the trees. I do a lot of trees. So this saw has been very, very, very nice. It seems real safe. Again, it's not running. Right now, I could be walking around with this thing, and I feel extremely safe versus something that was running. Some of the old steel equipment I run. So I really feel safer with it. It is powerful, and for 90% of what I'm using, this saw will do it. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, I use a better battery for this, and this thing is very, very good.
It's going to have a high draw, this tool.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to rock with... The 12.0 is like really optimum for this tool.
That's right.
Well, I mean, I love the 12.0 really. It's my favorite battery like in the whole industry. But I mean, it's just kind of, I mean, these 8 ones are good too, and they are lighter and everything like that. So,
But picture climbing a ladder. You put that safety on, you're on a ladder. This thing is completely safe. It's very safe versus something running. I don't have to start it up there on the top of the ladder.
You possibly lose your balance.
Use your balance, whatever. Yeah. It's just very smart. As soon as
you have to push in this button.
Yep.
So it's not just going to go off.
It's got a safety there. So as far as safety goes, as soon as you leave the ground, unbeatable, a battery saw. So that's off the table. Like the saw. Another thing I'm going to show you is the blower. Believe it or not, this blower has been extremely handy. I probably use this the most because I throw it on the deck of my lawnmower.
Sit down's your turn.
I'll run down, I'll be mowing, I'll run down and blow off the dock and right there down by the water, and I can have it just sit on the platform of my mower, and it's very handy. Get up, blow around. If it ain't leaf season, this thing, I use it all the time.
Me as well.
So it is.
I ran I used it from spring all the way until fall for every single yard I had last year. Like I ran it.
Yeah, look at the gloves up there. I mean, this thing, it's serious.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a serious.
Comparable with any gas handheld blower, I would say. Absolutely.
Yes, it's a very serious tool, very helpful and handy. Won't be without one. Then the next tool I guess I'm using the most will be this tool and the pruners. The pruners I use a lot.
Me too as well, because where we live, like most people have big bushes.
Yeah.
Most people have big shrubs.
So.
But you got that upside down.
I do.
Yep.
Okay.
And so a lot of people have like the big shrubs, and so these really come in handy. We don't really use the handheld ones, like small 16-inch bar or whatever those ones are.
I heard this year that this was the #1 tool that people got hurt with in lawn care. All the big serious injuries came with the pruners, not this tool, but the pruners. And I think
hedge trimmers in general.
The hedge, exactly. And I think it's those ones
mainly
you hold by hand, like this, the smaller one,
like the chainsaw size ones.
Right, because when I'm using that small chain size one, I'll be brushing off the debris, sometimes the extra, and there's the blade out there. And so, and a lot of times when they're running, they'll keep going like this while they're idling.
Not an electric one, but
not the electric. That's why, again, going to safety with this thing. It's completely safe.
But that is another good plus of these long handle ones. Like, it's pretty hard to cut yourself with this because you have to really intentionally reach out and like do that. So something you guys think about.
And Tony and
whether it's gas or electric, I think these long ones are safer.
They are safer. Not only that, we're both musicians. We got to have our hearing. Hearing's real important. So when you're doing a lot of shrub work, you don't want the 2-cycle engine in your ear. This thing's a lot quieter.
Yeah.
There's so many reasons I will never be without this. Just a great tool. I use it a lot. And what we want to do today before we get off this video is I've got an extension that goes with the chainsaw that I'm going to put on here and see how that thing goes.
Yeah, he just picked up this, the pole saw. That's what it's called. Pole saw and an extension. Like he's saying, it's really made to use with that. But we like to try it on here. But we can finish up this first.
All right, so I guess the next one in line is going to be the weed eater.
So string trimmer.
Yep. String trimmer. The string trimmer is no joke. This thing's got power. And that was always a concern I had when I looked at these initially. I never took them serious. I didn't think they had the guts.
Especially with these big batteries, it really...
You get that battery on there, this thing will get it done. It will do everything that I need on a regular job. Now, if I were going into a special high brush or something, I've got to use a brush blade. But this weed eater does everything a weed eater needs to do. I'm really happy with it. Again, the noise level. I don't like hearing, after 8 hours, I don't want to hear the noise in my ear with the weed eater. So I like that. If nothing else, I like that. All right, and then this is too a big deal for me. Being out at the lake.
Straight shaft edger attachment.
Yes, this does.
I got this for him last Christmas, I think. So you've had it for a year, I think. I think I got it for you last Christmas. So And I was asking him how he'd been liking
A
it.
huge time saver. Instead of, in some of my yards, if I got a new guy that isn't that good at edging with a weed eater, I will not let him edge with a weed eater. Not only that, the weed eater sometimes will pick up rocks, and it's more dangerous to go through windows and stuff. This is a lot safer.
Keeps everything down the ground.
It does. Keeps everything on the ground. Not only that, you can cut an edge. An average guy just starting in his first day can run this.
Just put in the line and go.
And I like using it. And it actually saves me a little time. Even though I've been doing it all, most of my life, I still don't want to have to pay such close attention to the edge a lot of times right now. So I'll just put this on and just run right down the driveway, knock it out.
Yeah.
So, and it doesn't use a lot of the battery. This one...
You don't have it in there all the way.
I got you. Let me put it in there this time. But this one doesn't use a lot of the battery, and it's still
pretty quiet as well.
Yep, quiet and very powerful. Does not miss a beat on the job. Does not.
So that was one thing I was wondering with the edger, because you're like cutting the dirt and stuff. Like, does this eat up the battery really fast with the edger blade, or does it not?
It's good with the battery. This is, and it is powerful. Something about the gear ratio. There's something going on there.
So you would not think it uses more than like a string trimmer or something?
I think the string trimmer might be using more than that than that edger.
That surprised me.
In that.
Because that thing's trenching in the dirt. I would figure it would use more.
Yeah. We can do a quick unboxing for the saw. I've never had this out of the box yet. So we don't even, I hadn't tried the saw, but at least we can see it.
We haven't even looked at it.
We can at least see it together.
Yeah. Looks nice so far.
And this, again, I do a lot of tree work, so I'll be using this out at the
lake. A lot of
limbing
because people trim the limbs so they can see the water. Like, that's a normal thing for us.
That's right. This will keep me off.
They're like, hey, can you get this and this limb? And
this is going to keep me off a ladder with
Check this out. I like that. Nice, really clear oil tank so you can see your bar and chain oil. Nice little bar and chain.
This all looks real heavy right here. All this.
I mean, what are your first impressions? Looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it does. All that looks like it's made.
Which we haven't even tried it.
It looks like commercial grade, kind of what I'm used to. I'm used to steel equipment. So all that doesn't, I mean, I'm impressed with that.
It's nice. Got a little thing for a tool there if it gets on there too tight, all that.
But if I can stay on the ground and prune, low limb prune, that is priceless to me. I don't like to be on a ladder pruning something. So
great price for these as well. He got, I know right now during holidays they always have sale, but he got this, on the Home Depot website with the extension, I think for, what was it, $209, I think?
That's right.
And then, it has free shipping, over 35 bucks on there. So really good price, really, for a pole saw with an extension. And so, yeah. So, and here's the extension. Also comes with this strap.
The new strap.
Which I don't know, you might use it. I guess they figure if you're extending something out long, it's going to be a little more awkward. And so I think it's cool they give you this just with the extension pole.
All right, here's a concern that I've been running steel equipment for years, is this connection right here. And I'm not that happy with the steel connection. This is better than that. Who would have thought they would have done better than steel with this part? The part that can, but they do, don't they, Tony?
Absolutely. This has kind of like, it kind of locks in and you just tighten it. Whereas the steel one, it just slips in there and it's just basically relying just on the tighten it on this knob.
Right.
And so this one, this kind of has like a 2-stage lock-in feature. Whereas the steel, you just slip it in there and tighten it up, and then this strips, and then, it's a problem.
This is really when I really figured they were serious, is right here. Because, this is where a lot of the weak...
This is heavy duty. I mean, this
the weak link would be.
Yeah.
Because that's what it was on the steel. As good as steel is, I struggle with that. I got these plastic things with the steel get stuck down there.
The inserts and
I have
the
all
shaft.
kinds of issues. This thing has not given me the first problem yet, so I'm really grateful that it hasn't. I think
flip it around. I think you're. Are you right?
I'm in.
Oh, you're right.
I'm in.
You hear that little lock in? It kind of locks in. You gotta press that button to undo it.
We'll do it again.
Yeah.
It locks right there,
so you
and
have
then
that,
you tighten
and you have the tight thing, which I think that's really what makes it really good.
And again, I'm gonna put this on my saw.
But you don't have no bar and chain oil in there.
I know that. But look how quick I could be in. I could be in it. I can be in it too. All right, she's on. I mean, this is
Pretty.
look at that. I could cut that.
That's probably what,
That rafter,
15 feet or so.
close to it, because I had to get a 13-foot RV in here.
Yeah.
So there I am at 15 feet.
And no engine screaming in your ear.
Right.
So
There's the engine right by my head. You see what I mean? Look how quiet it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not bad.
that is sweet. And right now, when it's not running, it's very safe. It has a safety here. It's extremely safe. And I think that you guys that are out there hiring 1 or 2 people, if you can keep people from getting hurt, that is everything.
Yeah.
That is really number one. And you cannot get somebody hurt out there. If you have a business and somebody gets hurt, it changes everything. So this, if nothing else, the safety is great. So there it is, T. Let's put the pruners on there, and then we're done.
So he's got a few of the 12.0. I actually got him another one for Christmas. I got him this one. Maybe it was this one. Today's Christmas when we're filming this. He also has the 6-bay charger, just like me. You know, a couple other chargers. But he wants to take it out in the yard, and we'll try this out with the hedge trimmer just to finish up the video. So we're already 21 minutes into this thing. We got to wrap this up, but
yeah, we're going.
He's gonna. We'll cut back in once we get out there in the yard. All right, guys, we got the extension on the hedge trimmer, and we're gonna test it out on this big Lorry Pelham right here. See, here's the roof line. Looks like 1 story right here, so pretty big. So he's gonna try it out, see how it does. Yeah. You got it on fast mode?
Yeah, I'm up about, I would say I'm up about 12 feet if I keep the bush tall.
Right.
If this was something I had to keep tall. What I like is this motor is right here in my face, and it's not loud.
Yeah. You almost trimmed that whole bush already, and that's a big bush. You almost trimmed that whole bush, and that's a huge bush. I mean, that would take you 30 minutes of crawling around on a ladder.
Without this tool, I'm on a ladder. I'm doing this whole thing from a ladder, and I'm just not interested. I'm gonna walk around the side and finish it off on the back. See that back?
Yeah.
That's it.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna cut this bush right out of here. I'm gonna dig it out with my tractor.
Yeah.
But you see, that's maybe 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
And I'm on the ground. I mean, probably more than.
That's great.
You know, probably a basketball. That's 10 feet high.
Yeah.
And I'm pruning a shrub 10 foot high from the ground. And if give me another minute, I could groom it and just take me a minute.
Sweet. So, well, thank you much. Thanks for making video with me.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Tony, and Merry Christmas to everyone in YouTube world. You guys are great. We appreciate you.
All right, see you guys later.